Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
The point of having a portable phone, idiot, is that it works when you need it.
I have a power cable for it.
Yeah, and I have a cigarette lighter that doesn't work.
Oh, God damn it, what did I say? My car! You should have taken my car!
And welcome back, everybody, to the Third Generation West Podcast, 3GW, back again. Here to talk some more horror, because that countdown kind of spawned off a trend here, because me and Mo had one in common, and I was so happy, so I said, hey, we gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. So here we are, talking another horror movie classic in our eyes, anyway.
Does spooky season end on the 31st or do we drag it out a little bit?
Well, here's the thing, because horror movies come out all times of the year. January,
Right.
summertime, you know.
But
Hell,
spooky
I think it
season
was
is
last year they had Thanksgiving, the movie Thanksgiving.
what happened on Thanksgiving?
The movie Thanksgiving. It was
I
a
don't
horror
know
movie.
the movie. What?
You didn't watch Thanksgiving?
Now I gotta watch Thanksgiving. I don't know Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah. All right. Get into, as y'all can see based on the background here, we here to talk about Jeepers Creepers. Now, depending on how the viewership on this does, we may do 2 and 3 as well, or y'all let us know what y'all think we should talk about 2 and 3. Well, based on the viewership and the comments. So, but this is a review of Jeepers Creepers from 2001. Can't even believe it came out in 2001. Shit, I thought it came out. I didn't know it was that old, but you know.
And it made the
Um,
number 4 on both of our lists. That's beautiful.
yeah, it holds up.
Yeah.
Not to jump too far ahead into my pros, but it still holds up really well, and that's the beauty of practical effects over
Right.
CGI. So like we always normally do, like I said, Jeepers Creepers 2001, starring Justin Long, a lot of y'all probably noticed, Gina Phillips, who I really haven't really seen her do anything other than this, and
Yeah.
then the actor that plays the creeper is Jonathan Breck. Uh, Movie had a budget of $10 million, and you can kind of
Huh?
tell from the limited actors and the limited, you know, set and well, they shot on location in Florida, but you could tell like they didn't, this wasn't extravagant. There really wasn't any special effects, none of fireworks, nothing blowing up, no shit like that. But they didn't need it. But yeah, it had a budget of 10 million. It made $59.4 million at the box office, hence why there was a sequel, because it, made so much money. Um, Something we're gonna have to address before we even get into the movie is the director, which is why I saved him for last. Victor Salva has a
Mhm.
very, very, very unfortunate and bad reputation in Hollywood. So in 1988, he was convicted of sexually abusing a 12-year-old boy.
No.
Yes, served some time.
Oh, he did time.
Oh yeah. But after all that, he still was able to come back and do a movie. I think it was 1995. That movie Powder. I think I mentioned it before. That was a Disney movie too, but I think that was by Disney Powder.
I see it.
Um, with Jeff Goldblum was in that movie, I think. Um, he also had he filmed, I guess, the stuff with the 12-year-old boy. He was also known to have
He filmed it?
yeah, he was also known to have other child pornography. Yeah, but all that stuff didn't come out until 2006, so long after this movie came out.
Wow.
And yes, a lot of his stuff was protested, which is um why he why his work is like far and few between, but he still was able to work in Hollywood, which is kind of like,
Hey, man. I heard it's a whole group of them.
yeah. I mean, at this point, and coming down 2024, it's not really surprising that he was able to still work. See the diddler.
They all got jobs. I'm waiting for them to grab Oprah.
I don't know.
Her name keep getting tossed into every situation.
You know, not to get off track, get too far, but where's Jay-Z?
It's coming. It has to come, right?
No, 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 no. Where
Oh,
is he?
he gotta lay low.
Because 50 got to be the biggest troll in America. He went on some shows. Oh yeah, Jay-Z come to this festival. He had this like Joker smile on his face, like, yeah, where is Jay-Z? So all of a sudden you can't catch this man nowhere. He ain't
Mm-mm.
been photographed in months. Not going
Nope.
out to eat, nothing.
He ain't said nothing to speak up for his friend.
Hmm.
That's his best friend, I thought.
Hmm. It's ironic we're talking about Jeepers Creepers tonight. We got all these creepers in Hollywood.
Maybe that's what he was going after. There's always a little like hidden message in everything.
Mhm. Hmm. All right. So the story of the creeper. Every 23 years for 23 days, it gets to eat. And that's pretty much all you get as far as backstory on the creeper. Now, for this review, we'll probably break down like how the story works and everything, but I really just want to get kind of to pros and cons of the movie um as we go along here. But the opening is probably my biggest pro.
Hmm.
I
Same.
never I never I don't think it can be done again. I think that's probably the best part about it because it's so original. They do the whole whatever license plate game they were playing.
Right.
You kind of get sucked in. You really, Justin Long and Gina Phillips, they really work well as brother and sister. The
For sure.
banter, the way they talk shit to each other, kind of feels like, yeah, these two definitely grew up together.
Hmm.
The way, I mean, they kind of relentless the way they talk about each other.
They don't hold back at all. That was one of my pros. Like the brother sister dynamic was spot
Yeah.
on.
And the thing that stands out to me the most in the beginning is when that RV pulls off, then you see that little small dot in the background that's just slowly getting
I'm
bigger and bigger
watching
and
it
bigger.
get closer and closer.
And it's like, okay, how fast is he going compared to Derry driving?
That's why I'm like, did Derry stop? Because he was
Yeah.
back there.
Well, he was also messing with Trish singing that song about the poli sci track team guy. But yeah, when you really see it close, like, oh shit, that's a truck.
Jesus. What the hell's his problem?
Just get out of his way, Derry!
But you
And
heard like right before they talked about the girl.
oh, to the prom king and queen getting
Yeah,
married, yeah, on that road.
couldn't
Yeah.
find her head. Yeah.
And just that truck started honking, swerving and stuff behind them. Like again, when this movie came out, I didn't know anything about this movie. I saw one trailer. I just thought this
Right.
was just a crazy man. I thought it was like gonna be something like I Know What You Did Last Summer
Right.
because he dressed kind of similar.
The same, yeah.
Um, so all you get in the beginning is that truck, and he freaks them out. We don't know what's going on. They just think it's just some crazy road rager like anybody would. But
But they
as
get straight to the point.
oh yeah, because it ain't too much. It's not too much longer after that. They pass his one of his establishments was a church, and they see him dumping bodies down that well or that hole.
What the hell was he doing?
He dumped something down that pipe,
Wrapped in a sheet.
wrapped and roped in a sheet.
Wrapped and roped in a sheet with red stains on it.
And if you notice real close, if you look close enough, you can see him kind of sniffing
Mm-hmm.
as they're driving by. Because yeah, at that point, Darius like He's one of those what do they call them? You know, the accident on the side of the road and people slow down to look at
Yeah.
him. Yeah, he's
Nosy.
doing yeah, he's doing that.
You the only car out here, and you go almost stop to watch this man throw a body down something.
And then here you see that truck coming back.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Back. Oh shit.
On
Here it
your
comes.
ass. He hopped in the car immediately.
Immediately, like he about to come get y'all ass. Like y'all saw too much. Um, but they were able to get away. Uh,
He let
he,
them get away at that point, though,
at that
because
point, yeah, he kind of got. I think the creeper realized at that point. Yep, I want him.
yeah, but he wanted to do the cat and mouse because he could
Yeah.
have took him right then and there.
Oh yeah. The,
He's
the
like,
thrill is in the chase, as they say. Um, but again, another pro, like the sister being, I guess, I mean, you could tell she was older without them even saying. She's definitely the older sibling. The way
right.
she talks to him, and she's like, "I'm not going back there." And he's like, "Well, what if it was you down there?" I'm not getting out this car. I was like, "Thank you for having somebody smart in one of these horror movies." Like, I'm like this. She even pointed out, she's like, "This is the kind of shit that people die."
Right.
You
Do
want to go
something
back there
real
and look,
stupid.
but that was one of the things I want to praise this movie for because they go, you got that intense opening, and now you get Derry falling down the hole, sees that body, doesn't get a word out because his inside has been ripped out. He was tied. I like how it was all ugly the way they tied it up. It wasn't like neat or anything like that. It looked like shoestring they used to tie that man back
Right.
up. And just the slow reveal, and you see the roof and all the bodies. And it was just like, holy shit. This creeper has been at work for a long, long time.
But how were the bodies preserved?
I don't know.
That's the kicker. They still had skin. Every single body still had skin on it.
Yeah.
And he ain't been out in 23 years.
Which I guess now I have a question because
Okay.
if this whole MO is I got 23 days, every 23 years to eat, why aren't any of these bodies missing parts?
Right.
Like they all were intact. They all had like eyes and lips and everything and ears. Like, so
I
what was
mean, he
the MO
got
then?
the one, whatever he got out of the one he has sewed up. I don't know if he needed his lungs or
Well,
maybe.
yeah, I guess you could count insides too.
Yeah, lungs and kidney.
Organs.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'll roll with that. I'll roll with that.
Because that's the only one they showed. Like, okay, he's been in this one at least.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
He got all your insides because you couldn't even talk.
But then he got the tongue from the cop.
Oh God, yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Ugh.
That's
Um,
why I'm like, is this thing homosexual? Because he's just going after. You thought about that? All right.
glad to see. Yeah. I'm glad you were thinking what. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. A lot of homoerotic.
Yeah.
That's the word homoerotic going on here
Because the women,
because
he'll just toss them. But the
yeah,
men, yeah.
yeah. Victor Salva tried to claim that he was tired of the women always getting killed in these horror movies, so that's why he chose Derry. But it's like, okay, you could do that, but I ain't never seen Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers doing no freaky shit. Okay,
Never. Never.
it's
And then
just it's just death, and
right.
that's it.
You
All right.
making out with the damn head.
Um. So here's, I guess this is where my con will come in. But I only have one because I enjoyed this movie, and it's Giselle.
Titian
Derry, right?
Jess, what are you doing here? Excuse me, Giselle?
Derry. Derry Jenner. Giselle Gay Hartman, how do you do?
Jess, come on, they've been...
The magical, mystical Negro that got to be in the movie. She can't just be, yeah, she's every bit of magical and mystical because she can see the future somewhat.
Yeah.
Enough to warn them. Did you see the cats yet? What you talking about?
Giselle likes to think she's the resident psychic around here. She helped us out on a missing persons case.
You think I could just talk to these kids by myself?
You go home, you turn off that police scanner, and you go to bed.
You got missing persons in a fire in the next county. Go do something useful.
Giselle, I mean it now.
Cats. And
But I appreciate that they threw, because without her, we wouldn't have had a black person in the movie.
yeah, but she didn't solve shit.
No, she didn't solve. She had the foreshadow down, but she didn't solve.
It doesn't work that way. You don't see everything. What the fuck you call me for if you don't know everything?
Yeah, that would have pissed me off. Like, how do I get up out of here? Somebody's screaming. Which one, bitch?
Yeah, which one of us? And she knew she didn't want to tell him.
Yeah.
You know, and there's also, I'll say this. While the director chose a lot of the males things going on, he had a lot of red herrings to make you think that the creeper wanted Trish.
Yeah.
Even so much as at the end with the police station, when Darius asking her, well, who does he want? She looks at Trish. But I don't know. And I guess we all have that kind of mentality thinking that, oh, he automatically, it's a horror movie. He wants, it's a man creature. He wants a female. That's
Right.
kind of how we all think.
Because he left Giselle untouched.
He did. Well, she was also praying, so I kind of thought that maybe that was why. Maybe. And then, you talk about the homoerotic thing in here when they finally get to the diner and they finally get, be able to contact the police.
Hey, that's your car out the pumps, isn't it? He was standing there at your car, sniffing that laundry. Holding big handfuls of it under his nose. Looked like he was liking it too.
My only con was, and I don't know if this is a con because sometimes it gets too much, but I feel like it wasn't gory enough. I didn't see a whole lot of blood. I didn't see, I knew they were dead because their heads were off, but I wanted to see the actual killing. And it didn't show a whole lot of that, but sometimes it shows too much of it to where it looks fake. So maybe it's a good thing you didn't show too much of it. But I wish it could have just been a little more guts and gory.
A lot of that, I will tell you, has to do with budget.
Right.
If you're telling me you only had $10 million, you got to pay all, well, they didn't have to be actors. They had to pay, the three main actors. You had to buy X amount of trucks and cars. So, that they had to you got to kind of pick and choose, I guess is what I'm saying. So yeah, it was not bloody and gory and like that at all. A lot of this is left up to the imagination, but I think that it kind of coincides with how they treat the creeper.
Yeah,
which is kind of to me the biggest. I said the opening was the biggest pro. This is probably the second biggest pro is the way they peel him away in layers.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we all think this is a man in the beginning, from the truck, driving that old ass truck, gotta be a man. You see the silhouette of him with the hair, the hat, hands, you see all that. And then we get to this point in the movie, after the diner scene, where the police are trying to go back to the church. And this thing is on the roof of the police car. And now I'm starting to get like, huh?
Hold on, Central. The sky is falling.
a bat. I don't know what the hell he is.
Yeah, nobody does, but and then he reaches in through the roof. I'm like, okay, well, he's not human. Well, this isn't a human, and grabs the female cop, and then hacks off the other guy head. Which lands on their car, and it just like it's weird because he can whistle, and what I thought was funny, you know. Which
But he don't talk for sure.
so there was a plan for him to talk.
Okay, because I'm like, what do you need this tongue for if you're not talking?
That's what I mean. So he took
Okay.
the guy's tongue. Yes, very homoerotic as well, because it was like he didn't just like go in there and rip it out, and eat it. No.
He made
Picked
out.
it up and made out with his
He
head.
made out. Very sensual.
Yeah. So it was the next scene where he was gonna talk when they get to the old lady's house.
You kids got anyone else with you?
Lady's house.
Okay.
And he's kind of walking to the front door with her.
Mm-hmm.
And they do you finally get the first real close up of his face. He was gonna talk. He was gonna say, "She don't smell so good, Derry. Not like you." But they cut it.
Okay.
The director decided just to not let him talk, which is to me smart. And you finally get a look at his eyes. And you can see he's got cataracts in both eyes, so he's blind. But I like that this is kind of like Trish has had enough of this shit. She's like, nah, or your ass. You've been chasing us all day long. She just kept running his ass over in the street.
You think he's dead?
They never are.
And Jared was like, all right,
enough.
Yeah, you got him.
But I appreciate that though, because they never down after one. So Trish was going for the kill.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it because they always try to do that little one hit and run away. No, keep going.
And you say no gore, but the way they shot her running him over,
Yeah,
I've
that
never
was
seen
good.
that done for. Like you felt like, yeah, she is really running his ass over.
She was fed up. I love that for her.
Yeah, and then you even got to see his fucking arm was roadkill. His leg was cut off and shit. He was fucked up.
This motherfucker could still fly.
And then yeah, that's when they're sitting there and they're looking at him. And then the wing pops out. And you're like, oh shit. All right. And
police station. Get the hell out of this town.
yeah. At this point, what are the police really gonna do?
You saw him get shot with a shotgun, and that didn't stop shit.
Then you ran him over, backed up, ran him over again, backed up, ran him over again, and he still got up. So it was like,
go home, baby. You need your mama.
Just leave. But that was one of my pros though. The fact that the creeper was so relentless.
Yeah.
And Giselle meets up with them at the police station, and she's kind of let them know, yeah, you heard him, but he ain't done.
Mm-mm.
And I like how he pulls up in the truck all slow, and all you see is a license plate. And he got one leg, he gimping and shit. Like I ain't done with you motherfuckers.
I'm not giving up till I
Run,
get to
run
my
me over, will you? Okay.
He really owed her one. He was supposed to just kill her off GP. Like, bitch,
Yeah.
look what you did to me.
Now see, damn it, I was only gonna get your brother, but your ass had to go and run
Bring
me
your
over.
little stupid ass over here too.
Yeah. Uh, and I like that. I guess the best part about how they shot this ending was it wasn't really cliche. Like they were doing at the jail rounds or whatever, and you
Mhm.
see everybody, and then you got those two guys that are sitting in the corner, like,
Show me some skin, that's it. Heads up, gentlemen. Show me.
look.
And
And
that's what
he,
did. I'm like, okay, you eating another man now. That's when I paid attention to it. After the prison man, I'm like, okay, you only like men.
yeah. And that's how he got his leg and his hand back.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that it was very practical, where I can relate to it, and you could see him when he was eating, and you heard the sound, and him. It was all kind of creepy and nasty. It just goes to everything about it. This thing is creepy.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, they tried to shoot him. He's just like, yeah, whatever, and
Hate that.
just taking them out. He finally gets his hands on Tristan Derry, and now we're like, okay, who is it gonna be? He's sniffing them both. He throws Tristan aside like, I got my hand back, bitch. You lucky. He threw her away.
Yeah. I don't want you, bitch.
I don't want you. And takes Derry. All the cops come in. I'm sorry. I couldn't take them serious coming in with them damn helmets on and shit. Like, y'all look goofy as hell.
Because you're taking the time to suit up. No, go. Get the
Yeah,
fuck out of
go.
here.
But this is kind of like it's the final reveal. Puts his head down, and then that claw, I guess, comes out on the back of his head.
In the holy name of
Just to add more scary imagery, if nothing else, which is missing from horror movies today.
Right.
Like that's an old school thing, like that you would get. Like at the end of a Jason movie, his mask would get knocked off and he would see his face. Like something to leave you with. And Trish begged him to take her instead. He was like, no.
Mm-mm.
No.
You
This,
don't got what I'm looking for.
no. And you got lady parts, so bye.
Right. I don't want nothing to do with that.
No. Takes off out the window, and yeah, we hear Jeepers Creepers on the old school not recorder, but
The sonogram? What? Not a sonogram.
the record player.
There
Record
you
player.
go. Sonogram.
And he gets new peepers. Takes
Where'd you get those creepers? Oh, those weepers. How they hypnotize. Knock me out. Where'd
he takes Derry's eyes, and not just his eyes, but his brain. Because I mean, to get that shot
Yeah.
with those,
All he was left with was skin.
yeah. So to
The
get that
front of his
shot, oh, the skull had to go,
Yeah.
brain had to go. Yeah, yeah. And this is one of those movies that doesn't have a happy ending, which is another pro to me.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't win.
I
You did not
appreciate that
win.
too. I don't know. I don't like when everybody comes together and it's a happy ever after. No. We watched that for what?
Yeah,
So sorry it had to be you, Derry, but I appreciate you taking one for the team.
yeah, because you never think that the main protagonist, is going to die in a horror movie, let alone die a horrible death.
Right.
Uh, yeah, I love this movie. I thought that the way they peeled away all the layers with the creeper. Again, my only downside, really, I can let everything else go. Is just Zell. If you're gonna have a character like that, have her do something.
Yeah.
Instead of just having a black character just to have a black character, but like have her actually do something.
So 1 to 10, what do you give it?
I still would, this is for me, I won't say 10 because it's not perfect, but I will go 8.5.
I'll go 8.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more guts. I would have given it a 9, but I'll go solid 8. I
Yeah.
hate that grandma died. The old lady ain't have to die.
Well, she shot at him. So
Old girl ran him over repeatedly, and she didn't get hurt. So why you kill Granny? Granny was harmless.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Who gonna take care of these damn cats?
I don't know. Them cats gonna be they gonna be eating her ass because
I
he
was
left
about to say they ate her.
her.
That's what cats do.
Yeah, they ate her ass. Um, but yeah, I thoroughly enjoy this movie. I can watch it anytime. Um, but the last thing I had to add was the runtime. It's 90 minutes, if that. I think the actual movie is only like an hour and 25 minutes, and the rest is credits. So you could easily get this movie in and go on about your day.
But it's because we got straight to the point. There was no build up. There wasn't a whole lot of backtracking. We get straight to it, and then it's nonstop action. So that's why I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's the acting in the movie really helps the story along as well. You believe that they're in this situation, and you believe that Derry is who he is, and you believe Trisha's older sister trying to just deal with the situation and let's go home.
Mm-hmm.
I think Derry gets to that point too after getting out of that church. But yeah, it's not your average horror movie for sure. But yeah, definitely different in the way of the homoerotica as well. And it's not a stretch. I mean, it's there. It's clearly there,
I
especially
never noticed before.
yeah, especially with when he makes out with the head, like you can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I never noticed it before, and I'm like, oh, you only like men. It wasn't until right now. Why didn't I catch that before?
I guess when you're younger, it's now in your mind. You're just looking at the horror movie to
And
be
I
able
also
to.
wasn't watching it to review it before, like this time, like I'm looking for things to point out. And I'm like, oh, okay. I see you. I don't appreciate how the people in that diner act so lost and confused that they were running in there frantic. Like, y'all live here. Y'all know about him. Your people have gone missing.
No, yeah, there's hundreds of people missing.
Yeah. And y'all act like y'all just like these are just fools. Like they just out of their mind. You know what's going on.
Yeah, that's kind of I don't want to say loose end. That's kind of something that they could have tied up a little neater, made that make sense. I mean, yeah, you have all these missing posters, but yeah, people come in and actually panicked about what's going on. They're like, "What's wrong with y'all?"
Right. You see this stupid ass truck driving
Oh,
up and down this highway.
old backwoods ass motherfuckers. As soon as the phone start ringing, you gonna answer that?
It's not my phone. That's why I was like, why would he pick up the phone? It's not his phone. Who's calling for him?
And then she just picked up like it was her phone. Yeah.
Well, maybe that was them tying it up. Like maybe they knew, like, hey, there go your tip right there.
I don't know. But yeah, that is something I never thought about. Like, yeah, they did have a lot of missing people photos, and yeah, police ain't doing shit about it. Oh, well, what did you? Oh, you said 8, right?
I give it an 8. It's
Okay.
a solid 8. There's nothing really wrong. I feel like we could have done a little bit more. Like, why Derry? Like, maybe I want him to talk. Maybe I want him to explain himself some and give a little bit, because we don't know his story. All we know is 23 years, 23 days. But we don't know exactly why he chooses each victim and why he lets people go free. Like, he's not the typical boogeyman killing everything in sight. He's very specific on what he wants, and it's why.
Yeah. And I think that leads me to why I always, but my theory, and a few other people's theory, that he's just a bat out of hell. He's clearly a bat, dressed up as a man, and which is why I think he has those parameters. Like, you only get this many days to do your thing.
Yeah.
Every 23 years, and they use the number 23, which has also been tied with, all kind of stuff. Y'all look it up. I'm not about to get into
Oh,
number 23.
goodness.
I ain't getting into it. There was a whole movie Jim Carrey did about the number 23. But let us know what you all think of Jeepers Creepers. Let us know if you all want us to do parts 2 and maybe even 3, because 2. But yeah, let us know what you all think. Should we do Jeepers Creepers 2, maybe even 3? And then more. We'll be back next week. We'll figure something out. If it's not Jeepers Creepers 2, we'll figure something out. We'll be talking about something.
Or we gonna find something spicy to eat.
Oh, Lord have mercy. We need to do that, though.
Yeah.
We do need to do that.
I want to get out here with my eyes and nose running with
Oh
you.
my God, those wings. Yeah, so yeah, definitely check out when I did the blade.
Yeah, go back and watch that. If you have not seen him eat these wings, you won't be upset. It is very entertaining.
Crying and nose running. Yeah, but the flavor was so good. That's why I couldn't stop eating them.
So good.
It was like, this is delicious.
Because as soon as my mouth cooled down, I would want to go grab another one. Like, it was so good.
Are they putting crack in these wings?
Something. Because I know this is hurting me, but I still want it.
I still want it. Yeah, I don't know.
That's crack. Yeah, that got to be crack.
Got to be.
Crack cocaine.
Crack cocaine.
I get it now.
Yeah. Whew. Gotta get my fix. Spicy fix.
We'll try it. Maybe we'll run that back.
Yeah, we gotta run it back, do it together. Yeah, because I think it's different when you're doing it with somebody. You're like,
yeah. I want you to get the boneless ones, because that breading make it 10 times worse.
I agree.
If
it was that bad, if it was that bad with the traditional wings, it's probably way worse with the bone.
Just bread soaked in it. Yeah. Terrible. Not a good idea, but still tastes good.
Yeah, that'll be my own little horror movie right there. You know?
Why is he crying?
Yeah. It's hot, but I can't stop.
Well, thank you for having me.
Of course. And hopefully we can get back to part 2 and continue to talk movies. So take care, everybody. We'll speak to y'all again soon. Have a great week. Peace.
Yeah, where'd you get those eyes?
Where'd you get them?
Won't you put me wise?
Don't you shy, man.
Pay to advertise.
Tell them about them.
Where did you get those eyes?